All right, what it do, YouTube family? It's your girl, I go by Neek, and I want to welcome you back to register my songs. Today, I want to talk to you guys about some of the tricks and schemes that the distribution services are using just to get more money from you. So before we get this video started, make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that post notification bell so you get notified every single time I upload new content. And of course, give this video a thumbs up right now. I wanted to start with the major distribution services that I know of, which is DistroKid, TuneCore, CD Baby, United Masters. If there's any other distribution services that you guys know about, make sure you drop them in the comment section so that we can pull them up as well. The reason why we use distribution services is because we want to get our music distributed so that people can listen. The first thing that I wanted to bring to you guys' attention is that now distribution services are not just distributing your music to places where you can listen, but they're also distributing your music to places where your lyrics are being used or maybe where information about your song is being used. So I wanted to bring that to your attention first by pointing out something called Grace Note. Now, I am just getting familiar with Grace Note. The reason why I brought this to you guys' attention is because whatever Grace Note does, it's apparently a high commodity because as a part of a discovery pack offered to you by DistroKid, they are going to submit your song to Grace Note. But if you're an artist and you see this, you're going to instantly say, oh, I'm going to go ahead and get them to submit my music to Grace Note. But what I do know is that Billboard charts, Janksta, ACR Cloud, you can submit your music to them for free. So I can only assume that Grace Note would be free as well. You just have to do the research and you have to go find out how to submit your music yourself. You do not want to be paying 99 cents a year to have your music registered when that's free and that's a one-time thing. So let's say you got 20 songs released that you've all clicked this discovery pack. Now you have $20 a year that you're paying DistroKid. Let's say you got 30 songs, 40 songs, 50 songs. You're now paying them $50 a year on top of your yearly membership for them to do something that you can do for yourself with the right information and something that is free.
As a musician, when you write and release your music, you are paid for the composition and the recording. We have places like BMI and ASCAP set up for you to get paid for your songs. So before you release your next recording, make sure you head over to registermysongs.com and download a copy of the HitchHikers Guide to Releasing Music. In this book, I show you step by step how to register and release your music like a major record company.
So whenever you get the opportunity to distribute your music, you want to pay attention to any recurring payments on the music. Stay away from recurring payments. You do not want to pay additional fees per song for anything. Anything that they're offering you when you're distributing your music, stay away from it. The next thing is the social media. A lot of distribution services will tell you that they're going to distribute your music to social media. For the newer model, this is something that they are charging for. So this is CD Baby, and as you can see, CD Baby does not distribute your music to Instagram. United Masters, they don't even tell you where they distribute your music to. So I'm probably going to stay away from them altogether. And then we come here to CD Baby. And let's say I'm trying to see if my music is going to be distributed on Instagram. So we're going to keep looking Instagram. So unfortunately, you cannot distribute your music to Instagram on TuneCore. DistroKid says it's going to distribute your music to Instagram and Facebook. When they offer the extras, let me tell you guys what this extras is. So this is a social media pack. They're charging you $4.95 per year plus 20% of the ad revenue. It says your music will be added to YouTube Content ID, Creator Music Shorts Music Library, which your music should already be added to YouTube Shorts when you distribute your music through YouTube. So, are they distributing your music to YouTube? Yes. So, it's already going to be added. And then it says it's going to do TikTok Music ID recognition service. Well, if they're distributing your music to TikTok, then you're already going to have your music recognized on there. Then it says Instagram monetization and media rights manager. Well, your music is already going to be monetized on Instagram because you're distributing it to Instagram. When you distribute your music, and this is why we're making all of these videos, you have to register your music. So what they're doing is they're talking to you guys in terminology that sounds like they're doing something much more grand than what they're actually doing. Instagram monetization and meta rights manager, that just means that they're going to register your song so that you can actually get paid for the songs on Instagram. But again, you can register those songs for free. So you don't have to pay $4.95 plus 20% of your ad revenue if you learn how to do it yourself. If you want to learn how to protect your music, head over to registermysongs.com. Download a copy of the Hitchhiker's Guide to Releasing Music. In this book, I show you step by step how to register and release your music like a major record company. So use the link in the description right now and download your copy today. You could have 50 songs distributed. You're paying $4.95 per song. That's a lot of money a year. If you're an artist that don't make a lot of money per year from your music right now, this is not a smart idea to go and to click these yearly fees. It's just not a smart thing. So definitely want to stay away from this social media pack. Definitely want to stay away from the discovery pack on DistroKid. And you guys know I love DistroKid. I've been using DistroKid to distribute my music, but these two things, these are something new. Stay away from it. You don't want to do it. United Masters, they don't even tell you which stores they're distributing your music to. So we're going to stay away from United Masters altogether as well. Another thing that I wanted to bring to you guys' attention is there are several distribution services that you need to actually pay attention to the stores that they're distributing your music to. If you guys aren't familiar with equity distribution, equity, they're actually not even equity anymore, but it's now Rock Nation distribution. When you distribute your music with equity, one of the actual distribution platforms is Sound Exchange. And this is why I told you guys you want to pay attention to the stores that your distributor is actually distributing your music to, because some of the places where your music is being distributed, they aren't stores. For instance, Sound Exchange is not a store. Sound Exchange is a platform where you register your music and you get paid royalties. So even if I'm distributing my music with TuneCore, or if I'm using DistroKid or CD Baby, none of those distribution platforms should be registering my music with Sound Exchange, because they shouldn't be getting a percentage of the money that I make on Sound Exchange. But what equity distribution figured out is that if they lump Sound Exchange in with your distribution stores, then they can take a percentage of your Sound Exchange royalties and they can just lump it in as distribution. And I learned this the hard way because I had a song that I distributed with equity. And after distributing that song, I realized that equity was trying to collect Sound Exchange royalties. And so I was going through a dispute with them because there was some overlapping. And the reason why this was overlapping is because I had already had my song registered. So as you guys can see, here's the song $100 million. It says overlap dispute. So here's the details basically. Basically, Vita Inc. is trying to collect royalties for my song on Sound Exchange in perpetuity. And that can't happen because I was already the existing, person who owned the song. I never told them that I was going to allow them to collect royalties on behalf of my song on Sound Exchange. All I did was signed up for a distribution service and distributed my music. And unbeknownst to myself, one of the stores, quote unquote, was Sound Exchange. Even though I didn't want my music distributed with them anymore, when I went to take the songs down, even though the songs aren't on distribution platforms, they are still in control over whatever rights that I gave to them when I distributed my music. The point of this story is that I want you guys to really pay attention to the actual stores that is distributing your music. If you've never heard of these stores, don't be afraid to Google them. Going through this list of stores that they offer, you want to make sure that your music is being distributed to the places where you want them to be at. For me, again, prioritizing Instagram and Facebook and also TikTok and other services like CapCut and Luna, these places are important to me, which is why I use DistroKid. DistroKid is an independent distribution platform used by independent artists like yourself. Use my referral link below and save $7 on your yearly membership. And then also, they give you the opportunity to put your music on Roblox, which is something that's super popular. And then, of course, Snapchat. So anytime I'm distributing my music, I don't have to worry about my music being distributed or not being distributed to the places that I want them to be distributed. Now, a lot of places are asking you guys to pay to distribute their music to Instagram and also, Facebook. So for instance, TuneCore has a social media platforms where they are going to take 80% of the revenue that you generate for your music being on CapCut, YouTube, TikTok, and things like that. That's not a good deal. That's not a good deal. So you don't want to sign up to give them 80% of your revenue when you can sign up for DistroKid and they're going to deliver it to Instagram and TikTok for free. So I am not going to allow them to distribute my music to social media platforms for 20% of my royalties. So this right here is automatically out the window. I am not going to be distributing my music with TuneCore. And that's because I want my music on Instagram and I also want my music on Facebook and and YouTube Shorts and all of those things. And I don't want to have no issues with my music being on those platforms. So I need to distribute my music through a distributor that actually delivers. So now we're down to CD Baby and DistroKid. So I'm looking through the stores on CD Baby, and what I'm noticing is that CD Baby does not offer to deliver my music to Instagram or Facebook within the stores. So again, that's something that is important to me. So if I can't have my music delivered to Instagram and Facebook, then I'm going to automatically say I cannot use you. So that just leaves me with DistroKid. And despite all of the flaws that DistroKid has been the best distribution service that I personally have used over my years of distributing music. Not only is the price great for my budget, but also they are distributing my music to the stores that are important to me. Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I don't have to pay any extra money to get my music to these different stores. So what's important to me is having them on the stores. Once they are in the stores, then I'll deal with registering my music and making sure that I get my royalties so that I don't have to pay anybody else yearly fees to collect my royalties for me. If you guys like this video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't subscribed already, and make sure you hit the post notification bell so you get notified every single time I upload new content. What it do, family? It's your girl, I go by Neek, and I wanted to give you a few steps to take before you release your next song.
Ensure your song is professionally mixed and mastered for the best quality across all platforms. Create a marketing plan. Develop a strategy for promoting your release, including social media posts, pre-save campaigns, and outreach to blogs or playlists. Copyright your song and register it with a performance rights organization to protect your work and collect royalties. Select a music distributor like DistroKid or TuneCore to get your track on all streaming platforms. You want to create eye-catching artwork and ensure all songs' details like the title and the credits are ready.
But wait, there's more. Head over to registermysongs.com and download a copy of the Hitchhiker's Guide to Releasing Music. In this book, I show you step by step how to register, release, and promote your music like a major record company.
Also available at select retailers like Amazon and Barnes & Noble.